Hi everybody, Sanbonani. Welcome to my channel. Do make sure that you are subscribed and also do like the video. We are having the OGs and the reality buzzers over here as the visitors, okay? So listen, we're going to talk about uThando Nesthembu. The Sunday World has written this article, you guys, about uThando Nesthembu. They are saying that the experts are saying that uThando Nesthembu is not based on real culture. I was like, why did you waste your money calling the experts? Because you could have watched my videos. And I have been saying, you guys, that Musam Selego is winging it when it comes to uThando Nesthembu, okay? Okay, let me do this. There's nothing cultural, okay? He's just running his household the way that he wants to run his household, the way that he thinks is going to work to keep his house together or his family together. But I've been saying there's nothing cultural about what they are doing. But let's listen to what the experts that the Sunday World spoke to say about the show. Okay, now you guys, if you listen to Musam Selegu's interview on Newsroom Africa, you would see that he actually says something similar, because he says, listen, some of the things I try to follow the culture or the cultural rules, but sometimes it's impossible to do that. Okay, so maybe it was after he read this article, because I realized this article was written before he actually did the interview. If that's not winging it, I don't know what is. So it says here, polygamist Musam Selego is not to be taken seriously. Okay, this is according to cultural expert Professor Musa. He told the Sunday World that there's nothing to learn from uThando Nesthembu. It is purely entertainment, or it is purely for entertainment purposes. Okay, the Musam Selego style of polygamy is made for media consumption. There is very little benchmarking that can be learned from his actions. Most of what he does, he invents himself. I feel like that, you guys. You remember when Musam Selego started asking for number 5. Okay, said he needed a number 5. First, the reason was the fact that he wanted 20 kids, so he wanted that process to move faster. And then the next thing he changed, and he said it's because Kamakumalo there is no boy, and what. And then he changed and he says, okay, fine, I'm not gonna take number 5. I just found out that if you're if you're a polygamist, you must have his ancinza. Then the next thing is ancinza. And then he changed. Now he went back to wanting wife number 5. And he said that it's no longer about the children. He just wants to prove to his wives that, it's not about them. They should not be the ones controlling the situation. So there's nothing cultural about it. So it says here, polygamous marriage, which are not for showing off, are regulated by the Recognition of Customary Marriages Act 1998. The Act prescribes that all existing wives must give a written permission before a polygamist can take a wife. And no one married through civil union can enter into a polygamous marriage, he explained. Okay, so I do wonder if Musam Selego ever got the permission of the wives, since they are in the customary marriage. Because remember, Macele told us that he convinced her to go and change the civil union. Okay, remember when she said we went to Home Affairs, and Macele had to go through that process alone. Okay, sometimes we wonder why Macele is always angry, but the things that she had to go through earlier on in their union, I don't think that anyone who understands polygamy and customary marriages from the cultural perspective would take Musam Selego's approach very seriously. He is more of entertainment, he said. But Professor Kukuma Zibuko, now you guys, I've seen a lot of articles that Kukuma Zibuko comments on. I think Kukuma Zibuko is probably a friend of them Selegos, okay? So he says, Professor Kukuma's book commended Musa's actions, particularly that of taking the 5th wife, Samgelisiwe Kwela. So far, he's doing things right. His vision is to have 20 kids, and this means that he must take more wives. Number one, you're not watching the show, so I don't know how you are an expert and commenting on it, but okay, because if you watch the show, you will know that he actually no longer wants the 20 kids. Okay, I'm also commending him for taking a younger wife. That's very important in a polygamous marriage. This is an expert, guys. This is because younger wives is often brought in to bear children and also to take care of the husband. Even this expert sounds like she is winging it, okay? It will be pointless to take an older wife because with age, women reach menopause and they can't have children, said Mazibuko. She said that even in the olden days, polygamous men would take a woman who is much younger than the second wife, okay? There's nothing who's much younger than the first wife as the second wife. I'm reading the rubbish, okay? There's nothing wrong with that as long as he can take care of his wives. What is important is that a woman is not underage and that she gives consent, okay? That is why they are called indlu yokugela. This means that the younger wife will take care of the older husband, said Mazibuko. Even the African kings used to do it, and they still take younger women as their wives with the intention of expanding the royal families. Okay, but we can't run away from the fact that sometimes it has nothing to do with expanding royal families. Okay, sometimes they be seeing younger women and they be having the feelings that the older men who are respected should not be having, and then they be using culture, to marry these young girls. Okay, so let's not run away from that. So this is advantageous because the young wife would come with enthusiasm and energy, unlike the other women. Okay, but if I say that, listen, you look a little bit tired, my husband, can I get a younger husband that is going to bring in some new energy? Who said that women born at rights for regular born about to cook? Maybe I just want She also commended Umselegu for telling his wives about the fifth wife. I also like that he informed his wife whether they expect Makwela or not, but now they know. He's always been clear that he wants 20 kids and there is no other way of expanding a family without taking more wives. Hence, I would be surprised if he brings more wives in order to reach his goal. However, none of his wives have openly accepted Kwela. In fact, the third wife, Umbali Mangwabe Mselegu, and Nokanya Mayeni Mselegu, made it clear that if he brings the fifth wife, they will pack their bags and leave. uThando Nesthembu season 8 is the show that is constantly received backlash from the public. A media inquiry was sent to Mnet's publicist Portia Hlongwane and Ivan Pooh. They acknowledged receipt but failed to respond. Okay, so that's what the experts say. One expert is saying, listen, this is just entertainment. The other one is saying, okay, it's a little bit more than entertainment. Okay, I just say it's entertainment, you guys. I think that he does like polygamy. I don't think that he took more than one wife to do the show because there was never any show in the beginning. So he must have liked, being a polygamist even before there was even an idea of the show. But so many of the things that he does now in his family, especially when they are shooting, it is purely for entertainment. Even the taking of number 5, you guys, I still feel that it's not that Musamselek is so in love with this woman, because even him, he has admitted that he no longer wants 20 kids. So this is just purely for entertainment, because it's just for us to watch him take this number 5, how Makal is going to be, how Mayen is going to be, how Makumal is going to be, how Mangwabe is going to be. Entertainment for us. That's why when people get hated in the comment section, I'm like, guys, remember, we are not the ones abasesithenjini, so don't get too emotional. Let's have some fun. Anyway, you guys, do come into the comment section and tell me what you think about this. Okay, which experts makes a little bit more sense for you? I like the first one. Okay, I'll admit I like the first one. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pomegana, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Uthando kakhulu.